Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is game time. We're going to get right into this. We're going to be talking about National Guard. Are they worth it? We're going right in here where I am India. On this map, I got a lot of National Guard. I got 211 troops right now. It's excessive. How much of that is National Guard? I can't really tell you. I don't know how to break it down to exact number of each troop I have. I am only using my basics that I normally use in this match, and I have been killing it. I have the high rank right now. I am 2,312. The next one is Afghanistan with a 933. So I'm more than doubled the next person running. It has a lot to do with my National Guard. So I do have them upgraded a little bit, but they're not upgraded to the max. I'll show you the troops that I am using. I am using my strike fighter jets. I am using the basic infantry. They're all the way leveled up, so now they're motorized infantry. And then, of course, I got my basic National Guard. They're leveled up to, I think, 5 or 4 right now. We'll look at that in a second. And then the last one, which I'm not really building any more of them because I'm not having air problems on this one, but the last one I do like to build is my mobile anti-air vehicle. So yeah, those are the only 4 that you really need if you want to win these matches and pull huge numbers. Now I'll show you, we'll talk about these National Guards, okay? Now, they have a lot of pros and cons with the National Guard. So let's talk about some of the cons, okay? So we'll get the least out of the way. So right here, we're going to go into details. Now, this is a huge con, okay? So against soft targets, they do a 1.5, which is very low. And against hard targets, they do a 0.5, which isn't nothing. They do have a little bit of air defense. That's a positive. So we do have some like tanks and stuff. They don't have protection against air support. So this is a plus that they do have air support, but they're not really strong, okay? One of the biggest things that I use them for, though, is this right here. Units can conquer and occupy enemy territory. That's huge. Okay, and another one at the very beginning is that you can do airlifts. So when you build airfields all over the place, they do have a range of 2,000 that they can fly. So they can fly from the moment you first build them, okay? So you can transport them fast and across the map. You just can't go super far distance. So I can transfer them all the way over this side of the map, all over this side of the map. But getting them over to like Brazil, I do have to build like a airfield there and one there just for them to reach. That's about 2,000 in length right there. So 5,000, of course, will be a lot farther. But they can still make it. You just have to work around them. Okay, so those are some major positives. Besides the damage that they do, and another one, let's see, the moment that they pop out, which I still find this to be pretty weird. When they pop out, are you one? Yeah. See, when he popped out, he just popped out, and it says he can have up to 20 health. But when he first is created, he started with half his health. So right now he's at 13.3. But any other troop that produces, they come out with full health because they're not injured. So this one was just created. I'm sending him out there. He has 25 health, and he was created and trained and popped out at 25 health. As for the National Guard, I'm not understanding why they made this one troop, and this is the only one I found, that they let them start at half life. So when you build and train them, they instantly come out half damaged, which is weird. I find that very weird. But they do heal fairly fast. So they do get up to their full life pretty quick. So yeah, besides them being extremely weak, them starting with very little life, half of what they should be starting with, those are the cons. What do I use them for? I like them as Operation Human Shield. So when I do create them at the very beginning, I use that 13.3, and I'll stack them. That way it protects my good troops from dying. And because at the beginning you don't have air support, so those are one you have to collide and take people out head to head. So they do. I use their health at the beginning. They also take territory. So I will run them singly. I will run one guy in to just pick up land. And I just make them runners. Here, I got an example over here. Look. This is one of my infantries. Okay. Oh, this guy just got here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to separate and get one. I'm going to move him. And we're going to start spider webbing all the stuff that does not have a web on it. That way I can take it all. So that one dude is just going to go crazy on that. So, yeah, I got more coming in. Here's more up here. Okay, these are some of my infantries. Yeah, so I just got them built up so they can fly over here. So now I'm transporting them over here. So we're going to start going crazy with National Guards on all these. I like to use my infantry for the cities, and I like to use my National Guard just for the Providence. Just because most of the time, 90% of the time, you're not going to have guys sitting on the Providence. They like to keep troops in their city, which is a smarter tactic because Providence is just fluff, okay? It's not a big deal if that's taken. Doesn't really hurt you much, but cities can hurt you. When people start taking your cities, that can hurt you. So Operation Human Shield, I also use them as my shotgun troops, my land grabbers, and then I also use them as being babysitters. And so this right here, this city right here is still on fire. So I always keep 2 National Guard babysitting it until the fire goes out. So I got 1 infantry here. What I would normally do when I have an extra set of 2 is I will send 2 over there and take his place. I would switch them out because I'd rather take the 1 infantry and go take a new city than I would want than I could with the National Guard. So I would rather have the National Guard babysit. See, look, I just took this city here and then I left 2 behind. And see, my infantry here, he has mortars, so therefore he can attack at a range and not take damage. So the better option would be send him over here to start bombing at, and see, I put him on the edge of the city so he can kill whatever's in the middle without taking any damage. And then the moment that he's done there, I'm going to drop these 2 National Guards and then have him and that little tank car thing go riding off into the next one. So yeah, they're my little babysitters, my Operation Human Shield, and my land pickers. That's what they are good for. And if you know how to use them, you can really make them produce for you. Now, what's really cool, and this is why they're important. Okay, so you see this modern infantry takes 1 day and 2 minutes. So that's actually 6 hours because I'm doing a ×4 map. That's 6 hours and 2 minutes. We're going to say it's going to be, because 1 full day is about 6 hours. So right here, Advanced National Guard, 10 hours ×4. This is only 2.5 hours. So 6 hours by 2.5 hours. I can produce 2 faster than I can make 1 of the infantry. Okay. The problem is they're not that strong. But if you're not using them to go battle to battle and using them for a different purpose, and you just want the number, then they can do a whole lot of trouble. They can mess some things up. So I like to use my strikes anyways. I take out hundreds and hundreds of troops before my guys even touch ground. So my guys, that's how I'm up to 212 units now. It's because my troops don't die. My jets do all the killing, and now that my infantry has mortars on it, They do a lot of the killing too, just parking them on the edge of buildings. And then, yeah, my National Guard just walks right in and babysits. It's real easy. It's a tactic that I found not real early, but once I found this tactic, I have been pretty much undefeatable. I always seem to figure it out. This tactic seems to work for me a lot. So, yeah, if I were you guys, just give it a shot. If you like it, if it works for you, leave a comment in the comments. Let us know what your tactic is. I want to know what style is working for you guys. And shoot, I might try your style. If you like certain types of troops that you feel work better, let me know and I will most likely test it out. And then I'll post a video about it and see how it's working for me. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, follow us, don't miss any new outcoming videos, and I will check you guys next time.